Everyone, so today we've had the plans back for the big development, which they probably already had permission to generate 8 3-bed apartments, but to make it work I needed to get the uplift, so I needed 16 out of it. So we've managed to, the architects come back and we've managed to get 16, basically 15 4-beds and one bed. So how that really affects the project is each unit will obviously be given a value based on kind of the RICS valuation. Although we're going to run it as short-term rental, the commercial valuation only really kicks in once you've got that in operation for a few years. So we will need the uplift based on the RICS. So that takes it to just around about the 1 million mark. And that's going to allow us to pull out nearly all of the money from the renovation. So this is just like BRR, buy refurbish refinance, played out but on a bigger scale. So obviously it's a lot more complex with what goes into it all, which I'm starting to find out, but the fundamentals are the same, which is buy it cheap, renovate it, add the value, and then go for the revaluation based on what the uplift is. So pumped in all the costs onto the calculated spreadsheet, and we'll look to leave about 35k in, and that's with a 20% contingency as well on the spend. So if we can get clever with the spend, if we can save some money somewhere, then we should be good. Now I'm a firm believer that this sort of stuff, you're talking decent amounts of money in terms of refurbs, and there's a lot going on here. We're taking a commercial building to 4 floors of 16 flats, so there's got to be a big I need to leave some room for error, and as I say, plan for the worst, hope for the best. But even at the worst case scenario, which I think we've got here, we should get most of the money back out of the project, and then it should cash flow around 230 a year, which is a good chunk of money, and it's going to be a good chunk of profit. So so next stage for us is architects going to finalize the drawings and send them over tomorrow, and then we're going to get them submitted for planning. I think that's taking a bit longer at the minute, and we're already in the process with the purchasing. So by the time that's finished, we should hopefully have the plans back, and then we'll kind of tie it both off and get on with the build. And so really excited. It's starting to all piece together a bit now. It was obviously all just on paper to start off with, and still is to an extent, but we're starting to get there. We're starting to push a bit further forward, and really excited to share this journey with you guys and go on the journey myself. It's every day's a new day with this one. It's like being a kid again, learning something new every day. But all I'm doing is solving problems, and that's the main thing with business and anything. If you've got an appetite for risk and you're willing to go that far, then all you do is solve the problems. So whether it's a finance problem, whether it's an architect problem, whether it's a contractor problem, whatever it is, along the way you just got to kind of solve these problems, and at the end of it you hopefully end up with a nice finished product that cash flows very handsomely, and you've uplifted a building which has got a nice chunk of equity in it for yourself, and also then gives you a really great return. So always think big, always dream big, and I'm a firm believer that if you're willing to go the extra mile and you're willing to push through, then you will get to where you need to be. So as I said, this playlist is going to be a year long. I'm going to document the whole journey all the way through. So stay with me, make sure you subscribe, and I'll keep you informed with every bit of movement that we've got going on in this project. And hopefully you guys can share and get something from it as well, and hopefully it inspires you guys to want to do more and continue to push on with your property journeys wherever you are, or even just get started. Because remember, several years ago, like, this wasn't even on my radar. I knew very little about property. I got into the short-term rental space, and it blew up, and I am where I am today because of that. And I continue to push that because I know how good of a strategy it is and how much it can create and the avenues and doors it can open. So so keep pushing, and I will see you in the next video.